like tapping on windows.
It's Jerry Van Dyke.
That's a good movie. I mean, it hasn't hold up, but when it came out, it was really good.
But in all fairness, it spooked the shit out of me because I'm a pansy.
Okay.
I'm a little flower. Delicate. And I watched the original Omen, which I was able to make fun of, so therefore I didn't find as scary because it was slow enough that I could just make jokes about it. And that's how I deal with scary things.
Yeah, that one's more psychological as opposed to...
I did see Once Upon a Time when it first came out in theaters, What Lies Beneath.
I saw that in theaters, too.
Yeah.
It's not a horror movie, though.
Once Upon a Time is not a horror movie.
It is
Either
suspenseful.
is What Lies Beneath.
Like, there is some
Yeah, but it's suspense not horror.
to it. But if you're not huge on horror, I can totally see how you would classify that into horror if you're not into horror.
Because I'm not into horror. I've never seen Saw. I've never seen...
I do like Saw, but I don't think...
The first one.
I've never seen any of them. I've never seen the Ring movie thing.
Okay, I have a story about that movie.
I
would not say it's my favorite.
The Ring is actually my pick for one of my favorites, although it's very dated now.
Blair Witch.
Nobody even knows what a VCR is. But The Ring is one of my top choices, and I like most of the zombie movies. Give me a good zombie movie. I'll watch the hell out of that.
My favorite scary movie
is The Ring.
Everybody in here probably will tell me it's not a scary movie.
It's not.
It's Cabin in the Woods.
I love that movie, though.
I love
it's a great
Cabin
movie.
in the Woods.
Such a great movie.
It's an awesome movie with a great premise, but
that's like the extent of my
it's
scary
not
movie.
A horror movie.
No,
I would call it more science fiction.
See, but I'm much like Sabrina.
It can't exist without the horror movie.
No, it has to have. It has the great. It's a horror science fiction. It's like Event Horizon.
It's like
Event
its own
Horizon is a
category.
science fiction movie, but it's horror science fiction.
Yeah.
So I'm like Sabrina in the fact that I'm not overly huge into horror, especially if it deals with like ghosts or demons. I'm not a fan of those.
Yeah.
They really give me nightmares. So speaking of that, when me and Chris first started dating, he decided that we were going to watch The Ring. And
it's a great movie.
That's what he said. This is one of my favorite movies. And me being who I am, I'm like, you know what? I really like this guy. I'm going to be interested in something he likes.
That's back when she still liked me.
And
prior to getting married.
Yes, this is pre-marriage, guys. I don't think I still sleep. And we've been together for 15 years. Like, I'm pretty sure any static on a TV or any static noise for that matter, or people named Samara really scare me.
That's why you wanted me to change my name, Chris. I knew there was a reason I had to go by Sabrina and not Samara.
Which is really funny because I work with someone named Samara. So, and she shows up at 7 o'clock every day that she works. Like, she is not there a minute before or a minute after. She will walk through the door at 7 o'clock.
You know, when she shows up at 7, I've already been at work at 6 hours.
But remember, he got up at 2:15 to go in for that shift.
12:30, Chris.
It was 12:30 last time.
12:30 was
I
the last
forgot.
time. Yeah.
I forgot.
But
I've already had a full day by the time you guys are rolling out of bed.
and then I told him, I said, well, maybe I'll do better with horror movies not at home, because then I'm not bringing the ghosts and the demons into my house.
You're still not bringing them into your house.
So we went and we watched.
They're trapped in the closet like R. Kelly.
We watched The Conjuring, which I do have to say I did enjoy The Conjuring.
Ooh, I forgot about The Conjuring.
I would say The Conjuring, if I had to pick like a really horror movie genre, I would probably say I really like The Conjuring.
Now, Conjuring 1 and none of the other... No,
I haven't seen the others. I haven't seen the
last
none
Annabelle?
of those,
You know what might be a really fun game, guys, is if you gave me names of horror movies and I attempt to describe what it was about just based off the name. Because I have no idea what any of these things are about.
Terrifier.
Like
A clown.
Well, I was thinking somebody named Tara that's on fires. I was like, well, that's
how's that
awkward.
movie for you?
Yeah. It's a little close to home there, Jail.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't know. I don't really watch scary movies.
Whatever.
Scooby-Doo. I'm going with Scooby-Doo.
I don't do scary movies. Horror's
Jail.
not my thing.
Jail.
Lies.
Do you like scary movies?
No, not really. I don't. I saw it Chapter 2 3 times, but not really.
That was from Scream.
Oh,
Yep.
It. Chapter.
Yeah.
See, once again, like, all I know about It is there's a clown.
Id.
It's It. Yeah, Yes, it's a psychological thriller. All I know about it is that it's a clown in a great thing place.
It's an alien, actually.
With this boy named Georgie, and he has a boat.
Is it an alien in the new one, too?
And Georgie wears a raincoat.
Because you haven't taken me to see the second part.
It's not... They didn't change the story.
Yeah, Chris and I went to go see it. We talked about it.
It's an alien that looks like a clown.
No, he disguises himself.
Yeah.
He disguises himself as a poorly dressed clown.
He's actually really regally dressed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With a
not
scary
poorly dressed.
face.
Yeah, it's to lure people into... It's like to lure the children. They're the easiest prey
Because
for
he
him.
lives off fear.
See, okay,
And children have more fear than adults.
clearly it's never met me.
You could feed him for years.
You'd be a feast.
I would be a feast.
He'd be like, I
Okay,
can go into
so-
sleep now.
The
Yeah.
remake of It is really good. I know the movie It divides people on whether they like it or not, but there is so much that goes on in that
It's
movie.
like a 1,200-page book, too, that they made into 2 movies that equal like 6 hours.
But like, just besides the story you're watching straight ahead, in the background, like you have to watch this movie like 4 or 5 times because you pick up on
There's just so
different
many
nuances
things.
that
I
are
don't
happening
foresee
in
myself watching it one time, so
there.
I don't.
like I'm just
it was
I
just
don't
it was a very
I
well
don't
done
like
movie.
being
Extremely
scared.
well done.
See, I think.
I
Okay,
gain
like I
Tourette's.
said, and maybe I have mellowed out over my apprehensiveness with horror movies. I don't
Yeah.
know, Chris. Have I gotten
Yeah.
better with horror movies?
A lot better, yeah.
I didn't find the first It.
The
of
original It.
the original
reboot.
too. But I mean, I love Tim Curry, so that one will
Yeah.
always, in my opinion, be
So the reboot of it.
the reboot. I thought was very well done. But I also didn't find it scary, and that's funny because my friend who absolutely loves scary movies, we went and saw it with her, and she audibly screamed in the middle of the movie. You remember that,
Who was that?
Melise?
We saw it with Melise.
Yeah. And like she screamed at one of the parts, and I just kind of looked at her like she's crazy. I'm like, but I mean, I think you could probably handle it. If you could handle Poltergeist, I think you could handle it.
I was drunk when I watched it.
All right, so we'll just get a couple beers, and yeah, we can watch it tonight because you're already.
You know what movie got me is one night, I don't know where you and the kids were, but I was in the house by myself. This is our old house. It's a 2-story house. And in the living room, I had my desk set up. It was next to the stairs. I went up the stairs. And I was watching Paranormal Activity, the first one, on the computer. And I must have started it at like 5:30 or something. And so none of the lights were on. As I'm watching it, you know, the house is getting darker and darker and darker. And I'm watching the movie. And I don't know, things were freaking me out in the upstairs. I kept hearing noises and things were going out of the corner of my eye. But I was alone, and the house suddenly got dark on me, unbeknownst to me, as I'm watching Paranormal Activity, and I kind of got a little bit freaked out for that. But I like horror movies.
You know, that's what they
generally.
say. If you ever feel alone, just turn off all your lights and watch a scary movie, and you will not feel alone anymore.
Accurate.
Well, the house was also haunted, so that helped.
Was that the one in Falcon Trace?
Yeah, that was the house in Falcon Trace.
Yeah,
There
that
was
one.
a ghost in that one, I'm pretty sure. We
That
lived
one
with a
was
ghost.
creepy. We could probably talk for hours on all the creepy experiences we had in that house.
Not a big believer in ghosts, but that house, things would go boom and crash in it all the time.
Well, that's no different. The last house we lived in, there was always marbles falling.
Yes.
Always. You know the sound of like
They have a spirit attached to them somehow.
do you know like the sound of a
I don't
of
think
a,
it's the houses.
I don't think it's the houses. There's something
Well, we
attached
thought
to them.
so. We thought the same thing. We thought, well, we're bringing this ghost with us everywhere we go, but nothing's happened here.
Didn't we start off this episode about talking about how this room might be haunted?
That was a light that I didn't screw in all the way. That was completely explained. The very first night it happened. There was no mystery on that one.
But to answer the question, I'm going probably Halloween, the original. I love that one. Killer Clowns from Outer Space is great.
Oh, I think I saw that one as a kid.
That one's always
could
good.
be why.
Sinister. Did you
yeah.
ever see Sinister?
I think so.
The first one's amazing.
Killer Clowns is on Amazon Prime
Yes,
right
it is.
now.
I love the Friday the 13th series. I don't care how cheesy it gets as you go along. It's still great to
I don't know
watch.
if you can count Killer Clowns.
Halloween 2 is the greatest sequel ever made just because it picks up right after the first one.
But it's completely different.
But the storytelling
Oh,
is
no,
so
it's
good.
not. That's Season
No.
of the Witch. Never
That's
mind.
Season of the Witch. Yeah, Halloween 2 is the one in the hospital.
Okay. I forgot.
Yeah.
I truthfully,
Saw.
I have never seen a Friday the 13th.
Nope.
I have never seen a Halloween. Never. I've Nightmare on Elm Street's the same as Friday the 13th, right?
No.
No? Okay, I've never seen Nightmare on Elm Street.
Never seen that either. Never seen a Chucky.
I saw the first Child's Play.
Never seen scary movie.
Horror
Scream.
movie, horror movie
I've
people are
seen
going to hate me, but
Scream.
the only Friday the 13th you need to see is the first one. Because the rest of them
Is that Jason? Jason's Friday the 13th?
Yeah, but-
And Freddy's Nightmare on Elm
Jason's
Street.
the one with the hockey mask.
The
Yes.
first one is actually way different than all the other ones. All the other ones are the same cookie cutter formula. Is Jason just killing people over and over again for no rhyme or reason? The first one actually has a story that it's
See, but
based around.
the slasher movies.
That's like out in the middle of the woods camping thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's got Kevin Bacon in it.
Slasher movies don't
I
get
only
me.
like him in
Like I
Footloose.
said, I have the anxiety and the issues when it comes to spirits, and that's
And the first Nightmare on Elm Street has Johnny Depp in it.
I haven't.
That's
seen
one of my favorite series.
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser
Yep.
is really good too, just the first one.
Is that the
The
pins and head?
Cenobites. Yeah, Pinhead.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen pictures of these things.
it. Yes.
Like as a kid walking through Blockbuster, I couldn't.
For
walk
those of you who
down
do
that-
not know what a blockbuster
what a
is,
Blockbuster is. I would like if I ended up accidentally in that horror movie. I just would close my eyes and walk. That's how I knocked over a shelf of movies one
Trick or
time.
Treat. That's a good one.
That's a
I've
good one.
done
Very
trick or
underrated.
treating.
It is.
is that the one with the
With Sam
Sam? Yeah,
Yeah.
he was Halloween Horror Nights one year, wasn't he?
last year.
Was that last year?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
This
Sookie Stackhouse was in Trick or Treat.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
Never. I don't.
You know what? Devil's Reject is better.
I love Devil's Rejects.
But you need to watch
I
House
want-
of a Thousand Corpses
You
first.
do. And the third one just came out too, 3 from Hell.
What was the house movie that Paris Hilton was in?
House of Wax.
Okay.
That was not good. That was a remake of a Vincent Price movie, technically.
Yep.
I didn't say it was good. I was
Jared
just
Padalecki's in
asking
it from Supernatural.
what it's called. I saw that one, House of Wax. That's the one where it's the houses that were in the nuclear testing area, right?
House of Hills Have Eyes.
Yeah, I think that's Hills of Eyes.
Hills Have Eyes.
Okay.
That's a Wes Craven movie.
The original one is. Yeah.
Original one. Yeah.
I think I've only seen the remake of that.
Remake's good.
This
I like
is
the
like a
horror
whole
movies.
new
I think that's my
language.
favorite genre of movies.
I'm a comedy kid.
I like to watch movies to escape my life. So I definitely don't want a drama that I have to follow. I don't like romance movies. I am straight up comedy.
I only watch movies that have giant sharks and sharknadoes, giant alligators.
I did
Alligators
see
in
that Piranha
Sharknadoes.
movie.
Mega Piranha?
Maybe no.
Did you see the movie about
It
the
was-
killer tire?
It was the piranha
Piranha
that bit off somebody's penis,
They didn't hear me.
and it was in 3D. No, I
Was it
didn't
called
hear you.
Rubber?
Rubber, yeah.
Did you ever see
Are we
Teeth?
talking about condoms?
No, it's a tire.
Oh,
Human Centipede. There we go.
That's not
That
really
one's
scary,
so
just really
gross.
disgusting.
Especially when that guy had to go. He's like, finally had to go. And he's like, that whole scene right there. Do you see him just trying to hold it?
Ugh, so gross.
The third one's the worst one of them all. It's terrible. It's bad. The second one's really bad too. The first one's tame compared to
So-
2 and 3.
Since Sabrina has the I have no clue what's going on face, Human Centipede is about this doctor, right? He was a doctor, and
Yes.
he put people together.
Ass to mouth.
like I was gonna say like a matchmaker, but that's not a matchmaker.
No.
No,
So,
yeah,
so
he's a matchmaker.
so like a centipede
Literally.
has 100 legs.
Yeah.
So like he'd put them together on all four,
Oh,
mouth, ass.
He sewed their
where
mouths.
does he get these people, and how does he convince them
Kidnapped
to
them.
do
Kidnapped
this?
them.
Oh yeah, no, they
I
weren't
was gonna say,
convinced.
where they volunteered.
They did not volunteer to be a human
He slashed
centipede.
their knees so they couldn't walk, and then he sewed their mouths to the assholes, and then I think he made the intestines go through everybody. So it's like one person now instead of 3
That's a
different
lot
people.
of work. How much time did he have to do this?
2 hours.
20 hours. No,
A movie.
a movie's worth.
Oh, he was really dedicated.
And the second one was a fan of the first movie who decided to do that, but with more people. He had like 20 people he did it to. Then the third movie They did a whole prison.
Oh, yeah.
It's gross.
They're hard to watch.
No, I wouldn't recommend you watching that one.
No, why?
It's not scary, though. It's just gross.
Why?
Because
They felt the need to make